And it's for real. Now, it was a video that surfaced. You know what I'm saying? Basically showing that the KKK, we all know who the KKK is. We know who they are. It's a group that pretty much don't like black people. So it was a video surfacing basically showing the KKK hanging a black girl. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody, the video is very crucial. But when people seen it, a lot of people was shocked. A lot of people was like, that's so sick that they're hanging this African American. First of all, they're the KKK. If you don't know what the KKK motives is, you need to dig up on some history. They're a group that don't like black people. Okay? That probably goes on every day and people don't know. See, a lot of people don't look at the KKK as a terrorist group. They don't look at the KKK as, what do you call it? They don't look at the KKK as a dangerous organization. They look at the KKK as just the KKK. The KKK. They be like, so you guys know what the KKK are, right? They're like, yeah. You know what their motives are, right? Oh, yeah. They're a hate group against African Americans. So you're not going to do anything about that? See, it's stuff like the KKK that I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? We hunting terrorists. You know, we hunting people like ISIS and the Al Qaeda and Osama bin Laden. You know, all them people. You know, we finally found Osama, but we hunt terrorists. They hate Black Lives Matter. Oh my God, they hate Black Lives Matter. Every time you see a Black Lives Matter protest, they be ready to shut it down quick, immediately. We gotta face racist cops shooting black people, and walking off and going to court just beating the case like ain't nothing. 30 days suspended. 30 days suspended, back on the job. We gotta fight stuff like that every day. You know what I'm saying? But the Ku Klux Klan, aka the KKK, they walk around every day. No one says anything to the KKK. And yet I'm just sitting back looking like, why? Mind you guys. So people seeing this video, they're shocked. I'm sitting back. I'm like, it's a sickening video. But the only thing I always had a problem with is the KKK been around for years. They've been around for years. They hate everything that we do, but they've been around for years doing this. And everybody just swept their problems under the rug like, well, they're going to do what they do best. I mean, you trying to tell me something I don't know? They just sweep their problems under the rug. That's something right there. But at the end of the day, I just sit back and I just be like, this is the world we live in. Now, speaking of while we're on this subject, so somebody posted a video, right? They posted a video, they simply said, they seen the little KKK hang the black girl. They said it was sickening. I'm sitting back looking like, mind you, this person right here only comes to black people. They want to be a part of the black community when we struggling. They a big believer of interracial dating. Like, they bash everything black people do, but they support interracial. Now I don't care about who you date, whether it's black, white, ET, or an alien. I don't even care at this point. But for you to bash everything we do and you are black, I'm sitting back looking like, how can you sit right here and bash everything you do? How can you sit right here and downplay and criticize everything we do, but at the same time, when stuff hit the fan, now you want to come back on the black side like, oh my gosh, like, just like when Trump got elected. You know, this is the same person that was talking about George W. Bush and the whole 9 yards. But when Trump got elected, now all of a sudden you come back to my black community. What black community? We don't need you. You stay over there. Okay, you stay over there. Now all of a sudden this video come out. This video come out. Now all of a sudden it's, oh my God, this video is so sickening. I don't know what they do. Like, you treat black people, even though you're black, you treat black people like we're trash, like we're beneath you. You know, they're a firm believer of the All Lives Matter movement. Okay, it's a lot of controversial between that type of conversation, but I'm not gonna get into all that right now. All right, I'm not gonna get into all that because that's, like I said, that's another controversy for a different topic, though. Now, before I go, ladies and gentlemen, I want to personally tell everybody that one thing about me, I don't like my time being wasted. I don't like my time and energy being wasted. And what I mean by that is time to break it down into funkyness fashion. First and foremost, when you hear people say they are busy, that is no such thing. It is no such thing on the planet as people being busy. Let me give you an example what I mean by that. I can be dating somebody right now. I can text her in the morning and say, hey, I kind of got a busy day ahead of me. But when I get the time, I will call you. Or I will talk to you later. You see how that communication just worked? That's a perfect example. When you don't hear from somebody for 3 or 4 days, or a whole week went by, and when you text them, and the first thing they say out their mouth is, "Oh, I've been busy." Sure, you have. Cause let me tell people something. People text and people call and people gonna make time for who they want to make time for. Just remember that one line. Okay, just remember that people make time for who they want to make time for. If they're not making time for you, you obviously don't mean nothing and you ain't that important, number one. Okay? So don't ever believe that somebody say they too busy. Yes, I understand life goes on. So people do go to school. People do go to work. People do got kids. And the whole 9 yards, the whole shebang. But you can't sit right here and tell me that people are too busy. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I was talking to somebody. We didn't have a couple of conversations like that. We didn't chop it up. Basically, they said to me, they was like, don't turn into one of those bitter people. I'm not turning one of them bitter people. I'm speaking the facts. Because here's stuff that I hear on a regular basis that a lot of people don't understand. How do people want me to be the one that carry this friendship or whatever on my back? So they basically saying this. I'm going to break it down to you. They basically say, if I don't communicate with them, there is no communication. I hear this all the time. I hear it on a regular basis. Somebody told me, they said we need to talk every day. I don't have a problem with talking to somebody every day. But if you expected me to be the one that's going to carry, to initiate everything or make the effort to do everything, then we're not going to talk every day. That's just plain facts. Or every time I get hit with you stop talking to me. I didn't stop talking to you. I'm giving you the same amount of effort that you give me. You want to give me 10%? I'm going to give you 10%. You give me 50%, I'm going to give you 50. You give me 100, I'm going to match that 100. That's just how it's going to go. Or people say like keep in contact. You want me to keep in contact, but what you going to do? You want me to keep in contact with you, but you want me to keep in contact while you pretty much say you just moved on. You just basically say, oh look, you gonna text and call me, and when I got the time, I'ma talk to you. But I'ma continue to do what I'm doing. I want you to call me. If you don't call me, then I guess you don't care that much. You see how stuff don't make sense nowadays? That's why I say I be careful about the time and energy I put into something. You know, I was reading this quote the other day. It said, we're at the point of life where you realize who matters, who matters, who never did, and who always will. I was reading that and I basically said to myself, you do realize who really matters. You realize who never did, who only wanted you for certain, you only mattered at a certain time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got a car. Oh, you got a car. You matter because when they need a ride somewhere, then now you matter. But throughout the week, you don't matter. They don't care about nothing. You know what I'm saying? You could just have lost your job or something. They'd be like, oh, dang. Sorry to hear that. And they just keep it moving. You know what I mean? But at the same time, that's how you know you never... And when you say you know who always will, that's basically saying you know that they matter to you. They always will, no doubt about it. Now, how they feel about you might be a different story. You might don't matter as much. You might don't matter as much to them as they do to you. So think about that, man. But it's good to be back on the radio. It truly is. But let me get on up out of here, man. Let me enjoy the rest of this day. I got off early. I'm feeling good. It's feeling warm outside. I got the Funkmobile / the Honey Wagon sitting outside, but I'm broke as a joke. So you know I'm waiting for payday to roll around. So God bless. Y'all have the rest of the beautiful day. And you better know by now, old Funkyness boy, he done struck again. Yeah, baby, I'm out of here.